Instructomania presents the achievements of ancient Rome. This video will detail the lasting contribution of ancient Rome, including the development of ancient Rome architecture and water systems within city structures, and how the Romans' love for learning influenced their culture. The word achievement through a historian's lens means the lasting contributions of a civilization. Some examples may include developing art, designing architecture, exploring science, creating inventions, and exchanging ideas. What are the lasting contributions of ancient Rome? Ancient Roman society excelled in two major arenas. Firstly, they developed sturdy architecture and building skills to fortify Rome. Secondly, they loved gathering, sharing, and writing knowledge they discovered. The Roman constitution provided that Rome was responsible for building and maintaining all main roads. To save money, they built roads with long-lasting common materials such as rock and stone to withstand traffic and exposure to weather. Roads were important to connect the vast empire of Rome that eventually grew to include parts of Europe, Asia, and even Africa. Some of the roads, such as the Appian Way that leads into Rome, are still usable today. The ancient Romans also built aqueducts, man-made water ducts that were above ground or underground that carried fresh water from the mountains to the towns. They also used excess water to carry waste away from cities, creating a sewer system. The Romans mixed sand or gravel and cement to create concrete as a building material. They used concrete to build structures like the Pantheon that have lasted for more than 2,000 years. To support ceilings of tremendous weight within these structures, Romans created a vault, a series of arches for both strength and decoration. The Romans sought knowledge in order to improve their lives. They loved to learn about new things and tell stories. They also loved to discuss what they discovered and argue in order to find deeper meanings in life. An example of their stories is of the Trojan War hero Aeneas, which tells how ancient Rome was formed with a group of people called the Latins. The calendar we use today was laid out by Julius Caesar, who was declared Rome's dictator, and the month of July is named after him. This calendar was used to monitor the seasons and other natural happenings that affected Roman society. Augustus Caesar, the first Roman emperor, became the inspiration for the month named August. Another invention of the Romans is the bound book. Instead of a heavy, long scroll, Roman law students could study from an actual book just like the ones you use in school. Did you know the first fire department was invented in ancient Rome as a way to steal from people? Crassus, a powerful man in Rome, charged a safety fee to the people. If they paid, he would not burn down their homes. If they did not pay, he would charge them to send men to put out the fire. Talk about being held to the flame. Test your knowledge. Which was not a product that most likely evolved from an ancient Roman invention? Did you guess correctly? It was not the faucet because ancient Romans created aqueducts to bring fresh water to its citizens from the mountains. Let's try again. It wasn't the book because ancient Romans loved telling and writing stories, and even created the bound book style used today. That's right. The product that was not made by ancient Romans has to be the coffee pot, especially since coffee didn't make its way to Europe from the Middle East until the 17th century. Let's try again. Remember, you are evaluating which of the three products most likely did not evolve from an ancient Roman innovation. Did you guess correctly? It was not the calendar because ancient Roman leaders created our modern calendar to help maintain seasons and keep track of events. Let's try again. It wasn't the highway because Roman law insisted on creating and maintaining strong roadways. That's right. The product that was not made by ancient Romans has to be the table. Although Romans did use tables, the earliest known tables used for food and writing were found in China and Egypt. As you can see from the game, in the case of ancient Romans, innovations like bound books, concrete, and vaults changed lives for the better. Consider this: does innovation change lives for the better or worse in the modern era? From two teachers to all of you amazing teachers out there, we would like to thank you for choosing our resources to use in your classroom. Find more Instructomania teaching materials and lessons at our Instructomania store and on our YouTube channel. Thanks so much for your support.